Hello, this is wildlife biologist Eric Orff with New Hampshire Fish and Wildlife. A little story here about Bear Brook State Park. It's been in the news lately. Some of the things that have not been in the news ever is the work that has been done here over time to manage Bear Brook State Park. As part of a team called the State Burn Team, beginning in the mid-1990s, I and other people from the Hampshire Fish and Game and State Forest, the local forest ranger rangers, we would get together annually in the spring and do some prescribed burns. It's still being done on, I think, Pine River State Forest. I think I heard that there was a burn not long ago back on Blue Job Mountain State Park or State Forest. And of course, there have been almost annual burns now for maybe 25 years near the Concord Airport for the Concord butterflies. But back in the late 90s and early 2000s, there were fires here almost annually in Bear Brook State Park to control the vegetation. You can see behind me lots of blueberries. So here's about a 5-acre. It was mostly very low and all blueberries. So we came here a couple of times to burn off the growth and stimulate the blueberries. Here in Bear Brook State Park, it's 10,000 acres, and it's, I would say, 95% or more wooded. So not many places that there are openings for a lot of animals, birds and mammals, that like a lot of sunshine. And of course, blueberries is a favorite food of a lot of those. So prescribed burning was used here for a number of years, although it has not been for more than a decade. Although I currently volunteer for a Bear Brook plan. They're going to do a new plan for Bear Brook State Park, I think a 20-year plan. And I volunteered to serve on a steering committee to help develop the next plan for Bear Brook State Park. I hope burning is back in the picture. Certainly, in the last 10 or 15 years that there has been no fire here, you can see the growth that's taken place. So I'm hoping that I can help steer the committee's work towards some more burning here in the park if possible. There actually is going to be a listening session at the New Hampshire Fish and Game headquarters on June 27th at 5 p.m. in Concord by the steering committee and the technical committee to take public input in developing the plan. Now, Bear Brook State Park lies just north of Manchester, our largest city in the state, and just south of Concord. So it is getting more and more use from mountain bikers and some hikers. So I've noticed over my career, certainly more people here. When I first started here in the park 35 or 40 years ago, I rarely saw anybody. And this north end is still kind of like that. I often walk here and rarely see anybody else. So Bear Brook State Park, a place you can go and you won't hear anything or see anybody, and great solitude. But we did some burning here over the years. There have been a lot of timber harvest here as well to help manage the habitat for fish and wildlife. So it's a constant effort to manage the land here, both for human use but also wildlife use. So I have been happy to be a part of that for over 40 years.